Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. Before we get into the mess, I don't know about where you live, but here, for the girls who don't know, Target is now open at certain locations until midnight. Yes. Now, I do know that sometimes when it gets around like the holiday season, they start to, some stores start to stay open later. But it's not that close to I mean, there's Halloween. It's Halloween, but for the most part, I always felt like, who is this? Oh, girl, nobody. I always felt like it usually happens around like Thanksgiving. When it really gets close to Christmas, I know that, like the mall, probably like 3 weeks before Christmas, probably like a month before Christmas, 3 weeks, something like that. Like the mall starts to, like some stores in the Galleria, they'll start to stay open till like 10, right? Or probably like um, an hour past their normal closing time. Anyway, so yeah, for the girls who like to go to Target, just double check your location. They're open to midnight. I was in Target the other night. I ain't had nothing to do. I was sitting in my apartment board, and I was like, "What?" Girl, I was like, "Where?" I said, "Well, let's go to Target." So I went to Target. I got some trash bags. I actually needed. I was going to. I was gonna go to Walmart the next day, and I forgot that Target was open until midnight. I was like, I'm gonna go to Target. I needed some trash bags. Oh, and I got it's these little things. They're like travel. Over there in the travel section, you get the stuff like the stuff that you can bring into your carry-on case. So, anyways, I was in the travel section. They have these little cute, um, like travel thingies. They're round. They're very small. You can put lotion. You can put hair products. They're like 75 cents. When I tell you, I probably have like 30 of them in my. I probably have like 30 in my bathroom drawer. So I got some of those. I got like probably got about 7 or 8 of those. Um, what else did I get? I got a Twix. I was so upset about that Twix. I know that Twix was gonna be so good, and it was disgusting. The caramel was hard. It tasted yeah, that upset me. But anyway, child. So yeah, if you like to go to Target, if you're a Target girl, check your location and the times. But yeah, where I'm at, they're open till midnight now. Some locations again, not every location. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this mess. So Karen Huger, Real Housewives of Potomac, the Grand Dame. I'm not going to read this entire article because it's actually pretty long, okay? But we'll just go over the important parts. So, this is according to InTouchWeekly.com. So, RHOP's Karen Huger accuses police of illegal search in DUI case as she fights to suppress evidence. Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger accused police officers of an illegal search following her car crash that led to her being charged with DUI. In Touch can exclusively report. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, Karen, 61, asked the prosecutors not to be allowed to introduce certain evidence at her upcoming criminal trial. Back in March, Karen was involved in a car accident while driving her 2017 Maserati in Potomac, Maryland. The reality star was accused of crossing a median and hitting multiple street signs. The RHOP star was driving alone and no other cars were involved. TMZ reported that police said Karen, who is this on? Okay. TMZ reported that police said Karen was driving in an aggressive manner and too fast for the conditions. The outlet said Karen's airbag deployed from the crash. Karen was arrested over the incident and received several citations. Prosecutors charged Karen with driving under the influence, negligently driving a vehicle in a careless and imprudent manner, and endangering property, life, and person, and various other counts. The 2-day trial is scheduled for December. Here we go with these pop ups. In her motion, Karen said she was assisted out of her car after the crash by a neighborhood security guard, as well as Officer Cal Baxter and Sergeant Brett Trahan. She said the three took her to the ambulance to do a wellness check. Karen said she sat in the ambulance for a few minutes but refused further medical treatment. She said her husband arrived at the scene. For some reason, I feel like Ray, old self, and I'm praying that I reach Ray's age. So it's no, I don't want to sound like an ageist, but I just don't. But I just don't. Did Ray really was Ray really at that? Ray give me he go to bed at 7:30. She said her husband arrived at the scene and exited the ambulance, and she exited the ambulance and walked to the curb with him. The reality star's lawyer said after Karen exited the ambulance, Sergeant Trahan grabbed Karen by the arm and told her and her husband that she is not free to leave. You ain't got no business grabbing nobody now, okay? Karen's lawyer said the sergeant then started to interrogate Karen by asking incriminating questions such as where are you coming from? Um, Wait, where are you coming from? They misspelled something. Where are you They put where are you coming from? Add where were you going? They meant and where were you going? The reality star says she asked the sergeant why was he grilling her because girl they said you had two bottles of Stella Rose and they said you just hit Mr. Owl's tree. What you mean? Why is he grilling you, Karen? They said you had two bottles of Stella Rose in your car allegedly, girl, and you ran off the side of the road. What are you talking about? Karen claimed that the sergeant then told her, "You are not free to leave." Girl, I'm not trying to take no cop side. I'm not. But girl, they say you had two bottles of Stella Rose and you ran off the side of the road. No, you would not be able to leave. Girl, what do you mean? Yes, he told you can't go nowhere. You have to go somewhere to jail, but you ain't going home. Not right now. In her filing, Karen's lawyer said that Karen answered the sergeant's question in violation of her Fourth Amendment right and provided answers that could possibly incriminate her in a trial. As Sergeant Trahan, I hope I'm pronouncing his name, I mess her name up, has Karen in custody and is subjecting her to illegal interrogation. Officer Cal Baxter arrives to assist Sergeant Trahan in the interrogation of Karen, the motion read. Karen's lawyer said the officer in front of Karen asked his superior, "Are we getting anywhere?" The sergeant allegedly told the officer she understands she is not free to leave. Karen said the officer then questioned her about how much she drank. The evidence seized in the case was obtained as a result of an illegal search and seizure. Karen's lawyer argued. The statements taken from the defendant were involuntary and elicited during an illegal custodial interrogation without the observance of mandatory procedural safeguards required by law, specifically the Fourth Amendment. I mean, I guess Karen's lawyer is doing his job. I mean, I can't get mad. I can't get mad at the lawyer for trying to do his job. But we're gonna get into it. It's a but. Karen claimed the officers were aggressive, and she was not read her Miranda warnings. How you know? Because girl, why did this count? Because if they say you had two bottles of Stella Rose, you don't know what the hell they read to you. You don't know if they read a book. You don't know if they read the Bible. You don't know if they read the newspaper. You don't know if they was reading text messages. Girl, you don't know if they was reading scriptures to you. Girl, you don't know if girl, you don't know if they was reading, girl, girl, the blogs. You don't know if they was on the Shade Room, All True Tea, the Jasmine Brand, Hollywood, a lot. You don't know what they was reading because Karen, they said you had two. They said you had two empty bottles of Stella Rose in your car. Now, I guess we're trying to get to the. I guess we're trying to figure out. Well, did you drink the two bottles of Stella Rose? But we all assuming that you was drinking something for you to swerve off that road. Therefore, she argued the interrogation was illegal and all statements and police video after her illegal interrogation should be suppressed. Because she don't want the evidence shown because Karen know that she was probably a drunk mess on camera. Can we just call it for what it is, y'all? Karen does not want that evidence shown because Karen probably knows. I don't know. I was not there. Okay. But I'm thinking in my head, Karen does not want the evidence shown because she knows that she probably looks like a fool. And Karen knows that, girl, she probably was drunk. I love Karen. I do. Y'all know ever since I saw Karen down to the BravoCon 2023, y'all know I was VIP. Hello? Hey. Okay, you know I was blessed, girl. I was blessed, girl. I'm blessed, girl. You know I was blessed. Okay, but I was VIP, anyways. So yeah, I was at BravoCon. And I saw Karen in action, girl, on stage when she was tearing. Because she came out swinging Robin Dixon every which way but loose. When I say I was hollering, hey, and I know, girl, so crazy, it was so funny. I was giggling so loud, and Cal, Giselle's um hairstylist, he was sitting directly in front of me. I'm sure he probably doesn't know who I am, but I know, of course, I know who he was. I know he was probably thinking, "Who is this folk girl behind me giggling?" When I tell you, girl, I was in that building giggling boots. It was first for me, girl. When I tell you, Karen was wearing Robin out. Me wearing her out. Anyways, girl, that's pretty much. I'm not gonna read this, like, cause I'm not reading this. Um, they went through some of the they talked about some of the things that were put in the documents or whatever, child. But Karen doesn't want the evidence shown. And again, I think it's because Karen knows that, girl, she knows on them tapes. Okay, she knows on them tapes. Karen, baby. Like I said, girl, I don't want to call, and maybe I don't, because if it was anybody else, girl, I probably would be calling them an alcoholic. I guess I don't want to call. I don't. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like Karen. I don't want to be so quick to call Karen an alcoholic. However, we have. The facts are, Karen, this is your second DUI. And even with me not wanting to just go out, just come out and just say that you're an alcoholic, girl, you definitely have a drinking problem. And I'm gonna go ahead and say something, and I probably shouldn't say this. Listen, for the girls and the boys who drink, okay, I don't drink as much as I used to. Something changed when I think when I turned like 40. I'm I might as well go ahead and tell y'all. When I turned like 41, girl, something changed. And I just kind of like, I think I remember one night I had got drunk, and the next day I just did not feel good. And I was like, okay, it's a wrap. Girl, it's a wrap. Um, but I don't get it twisted, girl. I still have me a cocktail. Um, I just think that for me and some of the things that have happened while I have been intoxicated and some of the eye-opening experiences that I have had, um, and sometimes it takes more than one for Karen to be as old as she is, and for Karen to be someone who likes a cocktail too, right? Karen likes a cocky every now and again. Karen, you still have not learned your lesson. Karen, you are on your second DUI. And again, DUIs don't automatically equate to me that you are an alcoholic, because you don't know what people are going through. That does not excuse that the fact that you could have harmed someone, right? But you could be going through something. Your mama could have just died, your daddy, child, just anything. You could just lost your job, behind on bills, and you just got messed up, and you were irresponsible and got behind the wheel of a car, and then boom, you got a DUI. So things happen. But the reason why people are on Karen is because, again, this is Karen's second DUI at her big ass age. If I started learning my lesson around 30, and then I got to the point where I'm like, okay, girl, I just don't like the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have a cocky or two, but girl, to be having 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and you be like, girl, the whole day, girl, take me 2 days to recover. Those days are long gone for me, right? I can do what I can do what needs to be done in about 2 or 3. After that, girl, we're gonna have to slow down, girl. It's a wrap for Rodney. Um, unless I'm just unless it's just one of those nights. Okay. Now if it's one of those nights, then it's just one of those nights. Okay. But for Karen to be but to be 61 years old and still going through this, girl, it's absolutely ridiculous. And for Karen to be acting as if she ain't did nothing wrong. Karen, girl. You know what I think too? I think that the housewives, and I've said this before, I think that for us who watch the housewives, right? I think that we have made these housewives really believe that they are bona fide celebrities. Like we have made them believe that they are like the Beyoncés and like the Rihannas and the Nicki Minaj's. And in the world of celebrity girl, they're pretty much nobodies. It's no shade. For the most part, when housewives leave a show, they go back into private citizenship. There may be a handful. Nene is probably one of the few that still make the blogs. And Nene probably paying them. Because she probably not going to do. But Nene is one of the few that still make the blogs. For the most part, I honestly believe that when the housewives leave, whatever show they're on, they go back. It's kind of like, girl, they never existed. But we hype them up so much on the show that I think they start to believe the hype. And I think they start to believe that the rules don't apply to them. Girl, we know celebrities, people who have money, they live in their own world, and they do think the rules don't apply to them. Girl, if this was Beyonce, girl, this would have been swept under the rug a long time because Beyonce is Beyonce. Okay? But Karen, girl, they looking at you like, girl, who the fuck is Karen Huger? No, girl, you going to trial. Okay? Jay-Z and Beyonce just would have paid somebody underneath the table, girl. We would have never heard about it. In my opinion. Anyways, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Shout out to Karen. Girl, let's move on because we've been talking about this too long. All right, y'all. This is according to the Jasmine brand. So Dr. Heavenly reacts to Phaedra Parks claiming she revived Married to Medicine. So the Jasmine brand, oh, I'm sorry, again, this is according to the Jasmine brand. Dr. Heavenly is not holding back after Phaedra Parks' recent comments about reviving Married to Medicine. While being interviewed on the set of Dancing with the Stars, a reporter asked Phaedra if she thought she revived Real Housewives of Atlanta. Phaedra confidently replied, "Well, of course I did. I revived most shows. Look at the numbers for Married to Medicine." Dr. Heavenly caught wind of the statement and quickly took to X, formerly Twitter, to respond. She wrote, "I'm sure she didn't say that. Must be AI." Although it appears Heavenly doesn't think Phaedra revived anything, producers seemingly can't get enough of her. Phaedra joined Married to Medicine as a full-time cast member for season 10. She's also been on shows like the Emmy-winning series Traitors, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, and is currently competing on Dancing with the Stars. Additionally, Phaedra is set to make a return to RHOA in season 16 after a 6-season break. Share your thoughts below. Let me just say this. You know, Phaedra's not my favorite person, but girl, I can't be no hater. They love clearly Phaedra is loved because the truth is the truth. Phaedra got on TV, and they say Phaedra accused Candy and Todd of what she accused Candy and Todd. We already know. You know, y'all swerving now. Y'all don't. You know, y'all hang Ken. Y'all want to hang Kenya out to. Girl, let me shut up. I ain't gonna bring Kenya into this. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Girls, all the girls. We don't do no revenge. We don't do no revenge. Bring Phaedra back. Bring Phaedra back. We don't do no revenge, girl. Y'all don't. Also, y'all just do our accusations. Oh, okay. Anyways, but Phaedra is loved, and Phaedra is working, and Phaedra is getting to the money. I think what it is for me, as someone who has watched every season of Married to Medicine, um, for her to say that she revived the show, did the ratings go up? If they did, it wasn't by too much. It's not like they. I'll say this much: I know they wasn't hitting 1 million per episode. Can we be honest? Phaedra didn't bring nothing to Married to Medicine. Nothing. Phaedra was wasted space, and everybody know it. Everybody who watched Married to Medicine came away with the same thought. Why is this lady on the show? What is she doing on the show? They thought that Phaedra, I have said this, I'm going to say it again. They thought that Phaedra was a fan favorite. And because people were wanting to see Phaedra on Real Housewives of Atlanta, they thought that that would translate to Married to Medicine. And the Married to Medicine people did not care. People wanted to see Phaedra on Real Housewives of Atlanta because they wanted to see the aftermath of the mess that was created by Phaedra and Portia. That's what people wanted to see. That's why I say I don't know who are in these offices making these dumbass decisions. If I was gonna put Phaedra on anything, it would have been Real Housewives of Atlanta. At least I would have made her sit out for a season or two and then brought her back. And then I would have thrown Candy a few extra dollars. Girl, just stick around for a few episodes, please. Girl, right? But nonetheless, I don't think she's reviving Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, Phaedra came back season 16, I think 3 or 4 weeks before filming wrapped up, so she's probably gonna be on a few episodes. That's it. I don't want to sound like no hater. I just don't think Phaedra is this reality star like some of you make Phaedra out to be. Phaedra to me flopped on Married to Medicine. She flopped on Ultimate Girls Trip. Even when she was on Marriage Boot Camp or Love After Hip Hop, whatever it was called, I didn't hear people talking about Phaedra then. I mean, I heard she did her thing on Traders, but that's a show about lying and deceiving people. Hello? Catch that tea. Let me shut up. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Shout out to Phaedra. Get your money, girl. Listen to this. I never listened to One Direction. I never got into them. However, authorities confirmed Liam Payne jumped from the balcony to his death, reportedly trashed hotel room, and alleged alcohol and drug-filled rage tragedy. So, neighbors, more details are being released following the tragic death of former One Direction member Liam Payne. Authorities have confirmed that Liam unfortunately jumped from the balcony, leading to his death. Oh, girl. Basically, in a statement that was released, the 31-year-old pop star had jumped from the balcony of his room from the third floor. Police said they arrived to the hotel after they received a call from an aggressive man who could be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. According to the NY Post, inside the hotel room, images taken after his death show a disturbing scene. There was reportedly a smashed television, a half empty glass of what appeared to be champagne, and foil and powder scattered across the room. Photos of a desk show a Dove soap packet, an empty glass and the remains of a burned candle and a burned top of a drink can, along with traces of white powder. That authorities will test to confirm if it could be cocaine. There was also wax and burned foil found inside the bathtub. Girl, baby, 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 sound like he was having it. Baby, sound like it was. Baby, if he was, I don't know. I wasn't there. Baby, sound like he was higher than a kite. Liam's body was found on the floor ground with a bottle of whiskey, a lighter, and a cell phone. Police also found several blister packets of medication, energy drinks, and over the counter remedies. The outlet reported, "This is terrible. Praying for all the loved ones and fans." That is sad. And they said he was alive before he died. They said he was live. He was on live. He was on live like an hour before his death. Cause he was kind of fine too. Mm. Oh, that's the one with hair. Oh, that's the group with the girl Yolanda. She was the housewife. Her daughter. Gigi Hadid. She got a baby with the guy with the dark hair. They say he'll look crazy. They say he'll look. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Oh, and then Harry Styles. He was in Girl. Now I do. Now Harry. Girl. Now Harry. That's a cute. That's a cute white boy. Actually, Harry's. I got into Harry. Harry got some cute music too. But one of my favorite songs is Watermelon Sugar High. Days like strawberry, hey, on a summer evening, hey, and it sounds. Breathe me in, hey, breathe me out, hey. I don't know if I could ever go without, hey, watermelon sugar high. Hey, girl, I tell you, Harry got some bops. Y'all need to get into Harry. I'm telling y'all, Harry Styles. Harry got some bops. He do. 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 Harry got some bops. Oh, that's the one where he won album of the year and the girls was mad. Cause they thought I think Renaissance was supposed to win. Oh, y'all thought Renaissance was gonna win? And I think Harry won. Not with that album, I think with another album. And I think the girls got upset. Is that what it was? Anyway, shout out to Liam. Shout out to his family. Hope his family's doing okay. Um, I'm gone. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.